Who is Khvicha Kvaratskhelia? Kvaratskhelia is a 21-year-old winger that was signed by Napoli on the 1st of July this year. Signed from Dynamo Batumi, the reigning champions of Georgia's first division, he cost the Galatasaray just €10.5 million. And that's already looking like a serious bargain after the winger's explosive start to the season. In the 5 games Napoli have played this season, Kvaratskhelia started 4 of them, scoring 4 goals and registering 1 assist. In fact, he is currently second for goals scored so far this season, only behind Bologna's Marko Arnautovic, who has 5. However, Kvaratskhelia ranks first in the league for open play goals, with Arnautovic having scored 2 penalties. Subsequently, the number 77 has been nominated for August's Serie A Player of the Month alongside the likes of Paulo Dybala and Lautaro Martinez. Khvicha Kvaratskhelia is primarily a left winger, but has played games on the right as well as centrally either as a 10 or a second striker. His ability to strike as well as play the ball on both feet means he can be just as effective whatever position he finds himself in due to his unpredictability and lack of limitation on either foot. However, his majority of minutes has came on the left, and that's where he has played this season in Luciano Spalletti's 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3 setup. With 4 goals already this season, Khvicha is a serious goal threat from the left. With over 2 shots on target per 90 this season, he has a tendency to cut inside onto his right foot, where he combines great technique and serious shot power to strike the ball successfully, having a goal conversion rate of just over 30% this season, with 4 goals out of 13 shots so far. Not the largest of sample sizes, but just for a bit of context, that's a better conversion rate than Harry Kane, Kylian Mbappe and Lionel Messi so far this season. However, despite the 4 goals already, on top of 8 goals in 11 games for previous club of Dynamo Batumi, he is far from just a goal scorer, and in fact I do see him as more of a creative player, and it doesn't take much watching him to understand just how special he is. He is a very hard-working winger with an eagerness to drop deep and get onto the ball as much as he can. He even puts over 2 tackles per game, which is more than Liverpool's Luis Diaz, who is known for being an exceptional hard worker whilst out of possession. His decision making is also very good, especially for a 21-year-old, and when you combine that with the dynamic player that he is, he can almost be unplayable at times. He's a very technical player that loves to beat his marker, using his explosive pace and book of tricks to dribble into space. We mentioned before about his unpredictability, and this is where it comes into play. His ability to cut inside almost effortlessly, whilst also being competent at cutting it onto his left and taking it round the defender towards the byline, makes him an absolute pain in the arse to defend against. The Champions League kicked off last night with Juventus and AC Milan both failing to get results. The 2 remaining Italian teams, that being Napoli and Inter Milan, both have hard games tonight, with the latter facing German giants Bayern Munich and the aforementioned Napoli facing last year's finalists Liverpool and Naples. With that all being said, this will be Kvaratskelia's first game in the Champions League, and despite drawing Liverpool, who are typically one of the favourites to win the competition, facing the out of form team at home, now might be the time to strike. With Kvaratskhelia likely starting on the left, it's safe to say it's going to be a hard game for Liverpool's Trent Alexander-Arnold, and I expect the Georgian to really shine in this game. I think it's a must watch. Still just 21, and this being his first season in Europe, I think it's fair to say Kvaratskhelia is still quite a raw talent, but a very exciting one at that, and I think all the hype is completely justified, and I can definitely see Kvaratskhelia being a top player in the next 2 to 3 years.